November. It's 33 degrees Fahrenheit here on this first Monday of November. Tomorrow is election day. Wow. Clear skies. Jupiter. We got Mars as well. I've busted out my new Columbia storm coat. It's not storming out, it's just very freaking cold. I've got my Columbia vest on under this. Both are not down. I'm allergic to down feathers. A thermal shirt and a hoodie sweatshirt. I should be fine. And how are you this morning? How was your weekend? Welcome to Live and Learn. It's the gratitude show first thing in the morning, where I organize my soul, heart, and mind to get ready for the day. And I share that, and I pay it forward to anyone out there that's listening to this. You have to be really careful on very cold days. It's 5:08 a.m. a.m. Be very careful with all the unhoused people taking shelter, taking refuge in this cold. And as always, we take a moment for patriotism, for nationalism. Nationalism with positivity, without the lefty hijacking. No righties hijacking this shit either. I'm firmly in the middle between you two. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And tomorrow is election day here in the United States of America. Here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we've got a couple of different important ballot questions and also a vote for U.S. Senator, which is just as important as everything else. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's right. I am layered up, I got more layers than an onion. Let's unzip some of this shit so we don't overheat. Gratitude. Oh gosh. I start off my day, I roll out of bed 3:37 a.m. on any given work day with my heart already formatted with 8 things to be grateful for. I've got what I call the Foundation 8, El Ocho. And I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I add to that and elaborate. I'm grateful for the weekend. I'm grateful for the rest I got. I'm grateful for the steaks that I ate yesterday for supper. I was a little piglet. I had a 2-pack of ribeyes. About 1.5 pounds of beef. I ate them both, and I have no regrets. Regrets. Okay. T-Pass, Charlie Cod, Coffee. Go. Go. Yeah, so tomorrow's the election, huh? Does it matter? Yeah. Oh boy. Pigeon in flight. The pigeon lives here. This is the pigeon's home. Where do pigeons go for south in the winter? They stick around. I don't think they're migratory birds. I woke up this morning, rolled out of bed, took my pills, took my vitamins, took my minerals, had a solid breakfast, half of a chocolate rice cake smeared with honey roasted peanut butter. Crunchy honey roasted peanut butter. Homemade honey roasted peanut butter. Oh boy. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. And it's a chilly one. It's time to put on the flannel sheets, turn up the heat a bit, and be like, oh no, we're going to have to turn the heat up to 63 degrees. Yeah. Here we go. The day before the presidential election. I hope all this craziness is worth it. I hope all this divisiveness is worth it. I hope all this animosity and labeling and just bad feelings and literal excuses to hate is worth it. You really think you're getting what you know, I'm just a chef. I'm not a sociologist. I'm not a philosopher. Maybe just a little, sure. I think I got a good night's sleep. Hey, apparently we gained an hour over the weekend. The times changed. The clocks, spring forward, fall back. So we put the clocks back an hour. So now sunrise happens about 6 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. But the sun sets about before 5 p.m. And that just gives people, I got seasonal moodiness. I'm going to blame the stars. Well, there may be some truth to that. I think there's more of the more excuses that are out there in the ether are just more reasons for people to grab onto them and use them as, but also it's like, I've suffered from depression. I literally suffer from PTSD. I was diagnosed by a doctor in 2020. 2020. After yet another traumatic incident in this person's life. And I began to have crippling anxiety attacks. So I know that shit happens and people, but just get yourself ready for it. Heck, why don't you use it too? 4 minutes. 4 minutes? What do you mean the train's going to be 2 minutes late today? I want to see the manager. I want to register a complaint. So, Peanut the squirrel, huh? Fred the raccoon. Is that what's going to be the tipping point of things for the election? Maybe. Just maybe. Well, I have questions. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions, such as, was the couple who had the domesticated squirrel and raccoon, the illegal, unlicensed, domesticated squirrel, were they given warnings? Were they given an opportunity to kennel or shelter their domesticated pets? There was a claim that they could have rabies. And the ironic thing that you could have to kill the mammal in order to find out if it has rabies or not. That's a little sus, yeah. I mean, were they foaming at the mouth? Did they have like red bloodshot eyes? Were they murderous? Apparently, and also like, since all of this internet hubbub, I mean, this couple too, did they violate the lease of their apartment by having illegal pets, like an unauthorized pet in their domicile? I mean, is the person that ratted them out within her rights to do so? I'm not justifying what that individual did. I saw that they got doxxed on Twitter, if that is the person indeed. See, that shit's that's dangerous stuff. That poor person's probably. Do you imagine the amount of anxiety and fear that individual is experiencing right now? Here comes the train again. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first train of the day. Brought to you by Boston Commuters. Oh, wow, look. The door's open. Maybe we could do the old New York City thing. I wonder if the noise of the tunnel is going to interrupt our little show. We'll find out very shortly. What did they say? I was talking over them. Should we close the door? Will that get me into trouble? Yeah, huh? So yeah. But all said and done, like, was there an overreach of public policy and of in a democratic blue state? Home of AOC. Is this the government that is that the government that represents that values that you have? There's this huge like thing like, hey, you have murderers and rapists and and drug dealers and illegal migrants everywhere in New York. But you still made time to kill someone's domesticated pet. What there's oh gee. Okay, the door won't close. Not our fault. I think we tried. It certainly smelled like pee-pee over there, too. Oh, great. It's the first train of the day. I mean, is there traffic in front of us? Ah. Way to go. Dude got it done. Door's closed. What? I hate to say something like gender-based, but like every time a lady makes an announcement, it's barely audible. And why do and is it the I don't maybe there needs to be a gender-neutral AI voice with clarion speakers, clear and distinct. I mean, how that's non-empirical thing. It's just it's like tomorrow a huge chunk of this red line subway is disabled from Braintree to Broadway, and also the Ashmont line too. So that's for a week, and then later on Thanksgiving week, it's going to be shut down between like Harvard and Broadway. At least they're trying to remedy slowdown zones, replace rails and everything. But oh boy, here we go! Yay! Hooray! All I can smell is pee. It's not me. It wasn't me. I just can't wait to wash my hands. How was your weekend? I want to apologize to all the viewers. 2 weeks in a row, I did not do a Sunday 3 p.m. Super Sully Sunday stream. I'm struggling with it. Yeah. I am between comic book shops, so I have no physical copies. And that's basically a lot of what the show revolves around traditionally. I was on Wes's Thinking Critical's Comics Aficionados Saturday morning. Then I was on Bandito Bane's show for an hour and a half, and I was at 7:30 to 9 p.m. But that that's my bedtime, so it really disrupted my sleep pattern. I wasn't able to get to sleep till almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and then when I got up, I was just miserable. And I tried to take a nap, and that really didn't fix it either. And I just had chores to do, and I just more of sometimes you just don't have it in you. What are you gonna do? Fake it and do a half-assed kind of attempt at a show, or do you save it and just no, let's make a good show with what you got, but I don't have anything to offer. I didn't have any new comics to show. I'm also struggling with that too. Comic books. What's the point? Why do I do this? Yeah, it's a hobby. But do I need to be buying floppies every month? They take up room, they're expensive, do you ever really go back and reread them? That's the big point. I am so grateful and blessed for my hobby, though. And the hobbies that sprung up around it, such as YouTubing, being on Wes's show, being on other people's shows, my own show. I know, huh? But at least I know that, like, I'm grateful and blessed for what I got. And that I'm relatively content. I live kind of in bliss or grace, which is like, it's not a super excited, happy state. It's not a super depressive, mopey state. It's in the middle ground. I don't know. But it is the morning, first thing in the morning. Wow. All the unhoused people at Harvard Square Station. It is legitimately freezing out there. My amigo who doesn't use headphones. But I had a decent weekend. I'm blessed and grateful for that. It's going to be a busy day. Monday always is. That's fine. It's just the shape of the day. I'm blessed and grateful that I have a home. That it's warm. It's watertight. Wow. You know? Yeah. Today on Who Doesn't Have Headphones? Hello. My entitlement allows me to be a nuisance to those around me. What? Why don't you mind your own business? You made it my fucking business by not using fucking headphones, Slappy. What the fuck? Keep that shit to yourself. I know, huh? Uh-oh. Hey, turn it up. We can't hear it down here. We want to enjoy it too. You take requests? Can you play Stairway to Heaven? It always boils down to, why don't you mind your own fucking business? You're making it everyone else's fucking business. Seriously. Let's just be grateful and blessed that it's not that hippity-hoppity music or any of that ethnic music that just is all the bazookies and xylophones and sounds like the drummer is a 1980s Casio keyboard. Oh, great. Well, I'm going to wrap it up because it's like gratitude. I'm just grateful and blessed and I'm almost at my destination. I'm grateful and blessed that, that I have a decent job with decent pay, with decent benefits. I have a decent life. I know, and I'm not trying to rub it in if you're suffering either. I've suffered enough. I've let a lot of that go. It's hard to let that stuff go. But it's necessary. You're going to be weighed down by the heavy things that you can't let go. So I hope you have a great Monday. Make sure that you don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. That's right. And here at the Gratitude Show, tune in tomorrow, and we'll see what other hijinks commuting has in store for us as this red line shuts down a chunk of the system for a whole week. Oh, great. But at least things are getting better. And, and it's just go out there and vote. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you had a great weekend. What are you grateful and blessed for? Let me know in the comments section.
This is an Echelon train, Echelon.
Oh, now we can hear you. Oh, that's great. Uh-oh. I'm like tempted to walk down there being like, which one of you cats can afford a $600 iPhone and can't afford the fucking headphones? Do you have some kind of external speaker? Oops. Oh well. Thank you for sharing some of this commute with me. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow on Election Day. All right. Cheers. Bye-bye. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.